beautiful story, a story of overcoming, of strength and survival. And I'm really glad to have been part of this. And Ernest, Ayiko.
It's all about Gama Kusum. When I left Ghana, I've been out of Ghana for about 30 years. There's one thing that I quickly recognized. Any place I went to, any museum, any cultural center, there was so much to say about the land of Ghana. It covered all the peoples, some from the south, and as we got towards the north, the story began with more intensity. However, there's always a gap about Accra. And so when I had to do my thesis for my master's degree, I had to choose something about which I would do my work. And so I began to cast my mind back to my infancy, and it's very interesting the things that I came up with. And so henceforth, from that time, all my work began to center on the philosophy of Ghana's. So everything you're going to see here today will be a lesson. What exactly are the Ghana's about? What do they believe in? What's the social organization? What are the politics about them? That's the thing, those are the things that we try to enshrine for you to see. So let's go through a few points. Several different narrations give the sources of the Ghana's. Each of them are equally valid. So what we did was, we took a look at the various theories and we distilled the salient points in all of them. So the first thing that we can all agree upon is that the Ghana's have a highly socialized paternal system. That's number one. Number two, our system is clearly rooted in the theocracy. This is very, very different from the other peoples that we find around us. That's the contrast. And because of this theocracy, it affects the way that we project ourselves. It affects our political aspirations. We do not so much conquer to dominate, but we defend ourselves. We have soft power. And because we are a theocracy, our chief figure, who is a Wulom or the priest, is the one who is the intercessor between us and God. So for us Ghanaians, the divine is extremely important. Hence, when you take a look at these figures down here, you're going to see a very prominent figure who is highly lifted, and that should symbolize this very important office. That's number two. The middle sculpture is depicted by depressions. It depicts the times in which there was nothing. Flanked by each one of them, you're going to find structures which have outgrowths. It depicts the fact that the land is producing, there's productivity. But we put those in the middle so that we can remind ourselves that hunger does not always last. It is always preceded by plenty, and it will also be always followed by plenty. So it is a kind of a warning for us, it is an advice for us to be able to do so.
Even though there was COVID, we managed to work to get this done, and we were able to raise our funds to be able to do this, just because we have a love for our country. We have a sense of patriotism, and we are hoping that because the chiefs and people were here, it will be kept neat, so that when visitors too come, we can also, as the Gans will say, that we also have culture. We also have something to show, so that they can go outside and also showcase and tell what we have. Because we have a plaque here which shows the history and everything, so when anybody comes here, they should be able to understand. We used a lot of color and symbolism on the statues, just so that it will tell the story. For example, you can see two tones. for us, it was important to show the dust on their feet. You know, in Ghana, most of the dust is red. So we use that to show the distance they have traveled. But yet still, as he said, we celebrate Homowo every year to show that we conquered. We have something to stand for and to be happy. And then we have, as he said, the Wulomo, who's the chief. And then he also has mirrors on him, which reflects the power of the Almighty. So it is a whole beautiful story. And we are really glad that this story that Ernest started, with collaboration, we have been able to do something
a similar
big.
story together.
Yes. So we are very thankful.
And there's one more thing that I want to point out. This project was done specifically to draw different people together.
Yes.
So we as people who went to school, we teamed up with the non-formal sector.
Yes.
We worked in the welders shop. We went to Abubulushi. We worked with the metal pan makers over there.
And they made all
this. We went to people who work with stone. We work with masons.
Yes.
And we work with
Engineers.
architects, with engineers. We are trying to make a model to show that we as a people, we can come together, we can blend lines, and if we work together, we have a common purpose, and we can achieve something.
Yes.
So that's part of the lesson for this.
Thank you. My name is Heather Baja. I'm an artist, and Ernest and I have been mates right from Achimota School to Tech. And so we have a long, and we've always, artists dream a lot, and this is what we've done all our lives, and we are really glad that we have been able to give something back.
Wonake ni Enestai ike Korle Klottey Municipal Assembly. Amefia me yake wo President Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo yintone ke ba ko ni gafen afi fale ne fe o amehu ameka me heba wo mi ni ame toji aka me ba fe ne ke sculptures ne ni ameha mami ache ne fefo kankran no ne ekome ye hu ni ameba afi amefatai iwo nchi amekon aka amebo modern aka amefe ne ni no ne hwe amebo modern na amekwani amefe ene me kote Nkrumah no Nkrumah ene me gini bi ni wona ni ihan wo nuoma chichi ojogba mi ngbra mo na ke hamie ayo chon be ni gameba chipon neno nno ga mi wulo me gi me ni nyia me hie ni eto ame ni ameba ni homo ba ye ame ni ameba nani ni na me ye homo wo ni ameka kanio skota no ha ameka kanio nyojie be ni sani aye homo wo ke be ni sana afi ni bi gogo if you me ake ni papani ni sanu wo fe wo ko kon awujiji won ha amele ake won wo ba fatahi konu wo kwe ni ganga wo hu e be mi ncho RCC ni the regional coordinating council wo ba fatahi koni wo kwe ni bi no le hwe na abomoden ni afi ni maami afi fefe wo ba na makone ba ma twufenfa ko ma shi ko na ye fa wo ho he afi enyu alo afi ten bedo aba efe basa ajake na egbe na pe igehie ya aje ngbedon wenne ninke municipal chief executive ke municipality ake amebo modern na meke amenini awo dabi wona fi ni neke wo ninsa mo alo wo chole culture of maintenance ne ebano ko ni na aka machi ni beni wose beni wa na echono krokro ni yinto na ke fie ke na kan yinto e wona na kan yinto e don wenne le nga ninka wa me as an assembly ake amebo modern ne ke wo culture of maintenance ne amemo minwa koni ameka prime again
mene no tuona atuna no kwa hele misi wa de nche ni hani mu boni issue ni gan ke gan dangbe kusumi aya hie ejinoko ni inya hewa de nche nkase ni yemi ni ewo mi hewa de e ba wo mi hewa de hun koni no tumo ni wo jesisi ni wo tu wo ba ya wo hie
no ni yo ya ke sin enwo na wa ake mene agbani ne mama chonwo ni wona ke boni money design ni ja yi ejeje ke eneme ni bo fun ma ni gulo mo ke kan ni be ni mo ka dun oni okay yawo okay yomowo she me fe ye ni achon wole e wala ke si game woye keje blema akeke wonye ne ke mata simbone o kadi ne ni wonyo ke kan ni obe ke nyon chile gbe ni kan ni obe ona ke be woye ni bi ni aga rich culture si achon wo gbe bi fe wole si enena afin munene ba wo kadi ni o ba wa o se dan ni wa kase ni en wo le aga wo nyi wa nya ke si o tu yan joni di kala la don si ko ye ne ko ju mi wa nyu ke kan obe fe o ba ni gama bi ke me fe la ke si ni bi ye ni wa wo si ni wole wo da ne pe ton ni wole ke ala ka wa la ke wo si ke ne me ye ka mo ko da ke wo je won ni ekaji o kwani ne no ko tumo Egypt ya me simo so bawo ni wa me ka ko be wala be nja simo na kwa chon le no la ba yin wo won we ni bi ni wa so ni ka chon ne no fe aba ni wo nyo kase ni wo ni wo chon obi
bo fine to na mene ni fie mu ate nye tuni behind the scenes a o shi mene ejepo
yo eji min sha agbo ke ha mi akashi mene ni chumo e take off the agbena pepe ngo ke shida ba yo wa
ni to na lo ate te me Korle ha te
ina akashi me pi na e min sha ni in actual fact it take time to arrive at this point eji shi gege jagashi what jenshi in February there about no the COVID there no hanu chumo slow down kra Mr. NSI you need sculpture gentle it's an ejofukaya America back because I been a born but the say ngam kan bi no la wait she na a team yes ni e kamen tuni no ni agbele ne no wo ni efo ni wo nye wo chu ne kan chumo ne because one here nye no ni jina na do dan kwa ko fa do e ka wa se to ni gafe achi ni to no e to e wo wa no chu ni she won na wa ka she mami samo sanitation wise follower no ha ne trash mami e for mami chi o mo ne she ka o te me no fa gba fi o ko te majikoko me ano ene me ne fe afi ya happy ni me ya ko te wo ne ka wonye wo ya ekoto Madam Tuzos Trafalgar Square ka hekume ni wo ya wa akọ ne ka ni bi ne ni happy ya po na he oshika she be people o ko je shika na ba he bi ane she what ka se ni wo le agashi esani wo ya history ko ne esani wo aka gadam bi me ale ni mokonya kan na ka ata na ka desa aloke me na ka sani fi wo jenche no as an assembly ke lashi nyemi me kokome the mayor of Accra Ladma Lejokuku Krowo ke he kokome fe especially Ganshaw na popa no o fe won for ocho afa action na kanu chumo na oba atu to bi ni ka jenshi danu oba me dimani jenshi ni no oba na je wo ke je wako gbla ona ne shishi woka meti map no won fe ne kanu chumo na fe no bia na je there's a program ni wo Korle Klottey ayawa so west wogo ke Ladma because wo area ne can rest na GA ni ne can national monuments can be na titiri yo ni esani wo kwen no wo buhe agba no wo brighten am na very inviting ni ma aba na amba kwen na me yo dasi wo aka gadam bi wo la hu ehia wa na le be pie ni bi pi ni wo wi o maka wo wi o mongbo shindi bi tumo neke ni ba bring what together ko ni bi koko me fe ni e ba ojogba ni wo jaje ko wo ya he ko neke Dominica be aje TV na jo asafo roundabout ona ni bi ni ha ni tree culture eyuamu eji wo hu wo responsibility in fact wo fe won to mo shi wo teme kuna ka eta ekomeji responsibility alo nu chumo na ka wo de ne se no wo kwa ni ebano no wo ku wo kwa no wo shi wo ha ni wo ba fo ni na show ngbo ba jinshi ngbo wa agbene ya ko Africa eko ngbo won jinshi ko ni kan wo gbe na be kokko mo ba cha no
yo no ja ke sin choke choni fie mo kan yo ko ne ni ewi ojogba ndi enche bo ni ba fe na ba nya wo gan no ke machine eko nshi wonye wi no eko ye bi ene ekwa ni bemli ni nkele fe clean sanigba ni ete twi ya won epa ni chumo ya she ke je chon bi eda wonye no ba ni ni ana bo ake ni okwele da bo do mo bi ene aha ewo agbene ni no kwele honorable elene ni bo ne mini Joseph Moyo honorable wie mo na wie lia on initiative na ke bai
efem akeshin ni iye jogba ni chumo boni echon ni ebaya le ke no fe no efem akeshin mbana ke imide nche ihe mfa ni anokwale ji akeshin imi yeshe ihe jogba ake ni engomi na le hunwa eja akeshin ake ga nyofomo bi ni mi na noko neke ye ima ejin shan noko ke hami ke tomboni ni ye ke oitehe ko me ona ni bi ko me ni ke ona pe keke oba na akeshin bi egbe bi ne alo o se neke manno ife mi akeshin noko ne na fe ne le hu echon wo segbe wa dienche ni ejinoko ni hehia titri ye neke be namli ni if etomo wo hia eje wo no fio ye wo je ke ni wo she ake gan dangbe bi shin neke noko ne eba ni eba fe kai monoko ni min she ni min kwagbe hu akeshin je enape shin wo ba na noko tamo enamen babao aha noko tamo enamen babao bona fe ni wo gan history wonye wo gba keji je na bupu akeba akepo denche keji ona neke maje ni bi na pe ke bonoko e gbabo gama sadinko ni hehia ajogba
owie mo e shojogba ogbe
ngbe ji ni lante
o yira don ojogba ni wo mini bo wo yo ni lante ke gan oblanya bi ko oblanya bi ni nkwebo ne ke ja ke ni bi fe ni nyonu pa enye fi o oblanya bi ko oblanya bi ame nkwe na menna wo o fa ne ka ma ke ni lante ke nye me fa agbasani
yo ni lante mi je ncho wo mi walewa because aka loko fi o ni onye mi nu e ke mi bagbasani ame infoni e no alo tv e no no ni no e ha no onyo ba bi enmene no ba po ise ewo mi wale akashi waka belate small beginnings shuwa no no wojin share to mini nke mla mi e wo shuaka enake encouragement ne la hu reflect back on you in a sense akashi bi ni ba shenye no nya ba momi e no ba Africa share nya ba Africa ya shiko wake o no Ghana fe ni bi neke no wojin shi niko ba je o ngba ko ba je nse o no ba fe ne be won bo ablo shi ni wo je shi ne ni bo ba na no emi se no ko le wo ko o ba ka o nyanyo kwa kisho ba no ba kwa kishi ni na fe bi na bo to na le te mo ko ba ka mo ko ba ka mo me ni me ni ji amelje gadambe bi na ma me to amele no kwa ba game because wasani betumo mekokume ano wo fe wo no fe ano bekme we cautious uncho ona stepping out in a very loud way ni me ba na ni bi she ene me na fe motivate we wale kemba me jin solemo akashi to bini nya you fe bonekeni ni na to tree no ba na eta use kokuma tree na me chia me be ko to bini ke obi e ba keni no ke ni chono no ke ba bia mi je wo mi wale no oba fe mo okule ba ta me kokume untumo bo ya tue na ma chia me benke ame ya nga aka ni na ma wo because yes won to no kai wo ni bi ni wo jene no ba shebia mo ne shi modern ways un ye na kan fe ni bi ni okule nye menye ba cho wo na ka gbe no ba nye ke ni efe ye mu shi eyo aka shi wonye minu ele ho ene yo dominator da fi ga ni bi ahie na ka ni in fact ten na gbe ni mi botu e wo mi wale wa no wo fe wo mo mi ni wo twa gama ga o mashi gadangme o mashi keke fe fa yan wo fe
e show jogba honorable ine lo iradon wa ko fe bi de ke ha wo loji wo twi e to na keke onupa ju e fe be nu e fe eta bi eje ni wo ke mene ni fe mo fe ke wa ni wo ke bo gbe no ke je Kwame Nkrumah sekole na ke chulo papa isa shida ka yeko ewo wonda Korle Klottey Municipal Assembly shi no nyo da assembly shi no da chair ni yo mlieshi ni ji honorable ni Ajay Taria le ekweno fe no ke che fe ni fe mo ne eba ogbe no wonder nye fe nye shin nyongba wonye hewale be kronkron we drag be ekoni ngbeji ni obodai togbo ashon ni Rosemary koko anyigba e shadi na FFL na produce na ebo ogbe no twa no manyaba.
Bahe, bako, bakpakpla.
Many akpakpla.
Mama papai. Mokola yo papako shop. Bofebo, Vlisco, Hollandi. Kente hinostrotoi. Hiano ke yano. GTP ke wuding.
Nakaini, be no eko mikeba ya peshi. Yara dienche ke science ramo.
Eshe, afiyeli, pojiemo, somo, henifemo, nidinjiemo, na jomo kenin. Obano hino kenye magi cham shop we. Ekpapai song shiofo gbo. Ke otawo he. Ni akebo shian lo manse po. Ameba chun hening.
Ni negbe mana ameye.
Obana magi cham shop we mokola. Ebenke manche taki taria shiwe. Ni ekwo SIC mo le hie. Ebenke Absa Bank. Niji Old Barclays Bank. Tramagi cham shop we. Kecho yiboy neno. 0244 64 54 75. Low 0242 558812. Magi cham shop we. Ameke wo ni ano boji. Wo ni o chame level.